Hello. This is just a quick sort of announcement to students to let you guys know about a resource that I have created that I'm hoping will help some of you who may be interested. So if you're in a class with me, in Canvas, there's already a link to my website, but I do also just want to provide it here as well. It's very simple. But when you go on the website, there is information on here that's not specific to the class or a class that I teach. It's just resources that I want to make available to any student who may be interested in this information, especially because if I put it in Canvas, once you're finished with that course, you're not able to access it after you finish. So this way, if it's on the website, you're just able to access it at any time. So on the website, if you scroll down, there is a link and it says career opportunities. And if you click on that, it's a collection of different links to resources for any student who may be looking for employment or have questions about employment. Anything that's included here is pretty specific to justice-related positions. So that could be law enforcement, it can be corrections, it could be social work positions that are entry level that relate to forensic or justice settings. It can also include victim advocacy or anything sort of peripherally related. And for the most part, the links are here to provide you just resources to give you an idea of where to start to look for positions. For a lot of students, that's usually a complaint I hear from them when they come and talk to me about this. They're not totally sure where to start. So there are links to some of the resources that are available on campus. And then also it's sort of broken down into area geographically. So in terms of Southern California, I've kind of just focused on the 5 counties, the 4 contiguous to Riverside County, just because, again, not sure where everyone wants to go or where they're coming from, but just to give you an idea. There's also links to state positions, so where you would find information on jobs working for the state of California, and also state departments, including the California Department of Corrections, the CDCR, and other state-level offices. Again, usually recruitment for those positions and jobs are going to be listed on these specific websites. So these are links that take you directly to those websites where you can find information and open positions. There's also links to federal positions. Many students express they might be interested in working at a federal level. And then there's also links to recruitment websites, and right now it just consists of federal law enforcement agencies. So that includes law enforcement, corrections, justice-related fields. At the federal level, these are websites that are specific to recruit, and many of them have specific pages or tabs for college students who might be interested or want to know more or want to reach out and speak to a recruiter to ask questions they might have. And there's also links to the recruitment websites for different justice-related agencies within the Department of Defense, so in the different military branches. Some of those positions are specific to enlisted or officers within the military, but also all of the branches do also have civilian positions, meaning individuals who you're not joining the military, you are employed by the federal government, and then you work within some area of service for the military or that specific branch. So those links are also provided here as well. Up at the top, when we talk about the different counties, so if you see, click on Riverside County, these are links specific to opportunities, places to look for jobs, the biggest or bigger employment agencies within the area. So working for the county, the DA's office, the sheriff's department recruitment website, and then the probation department website. And then it also includes links to the career websites for all of the major cities within Riverside County. For quite a few justice-related positions, the biggest employers are going to be government agencies, so municipal, county, or state level, or federal level. So you typically are going to be looking specifically at government agency websites to work for these jurisdictions. So again, if you click on them, it's going to take you directly to that website, and then you can see the jobs that they're currently hiring for. So any inclusion in here isn't a recommendation or a referral. This is just me putting all the information in one place to help students learn these are the different places where you can find this information. And then if you find something that's interesting to you or something you have more questions about, you would direct those questions or reach out to that specific agency, that specific employer, read the specific job posting as to what they're looking for. It also includes some other opportunities that students might not be aware of. So that includes the state and national parks that exist within the counties. Many of them hire public safety or investigative positions. Also private employers. We do have casino employment. So in this area in particular, it would be the First Nations and Indigenous population tribes that operate the casinos. They typically have their own public safety or investigations departments. Same with healthcare facilities that might be hiring private security or internal security, investigations and public safety, the school districts, and then also some of the major employers in that county that also many have investigative agencies within, loss prevention, internal investigations, private security, things related to that. So it's just a place where you can find some of this information. And then what it also includes is when you go to the career opportunities page on the website, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, you can submit your name and then your email. And at least once a month, I send out a newsletter for students that sign up on the email list, and it includes a compilation of a bunch of job postings and job alerts for that month, so different positions. You can see I did link it this month on the website, so you can take a look and see what that looks like. But once a month, you would just be receiving an email, and it lists these are the different positions that are currently being recruited for, and it's sort of broken down by geographic area. And then if you're interested in one of the positions, it sounds something that you might want to know more information about, then that position is linked directly so you can take a look and see if you have any questions or anything like that. So if that's something you might be interested in, again, at the bottom of the page you can sign up. Your email, as it says, it's private. I'm the only person that has access to it. This is my website. I run it. I create everything on it. So you just join the mailing list, and then once a month I just can click one button after I write the newsletter, and anyone that's on the list can get sent that email. And then you can unsubscribe at any time from the list as well. So if you're curious about job opportunities, if you're currently looking for employment, all the jobs that are listed are for the most part entry-level positions. Again, some of you may have more experience, prior work history, different education. For the most part, I try to keep it pretty simple to entry-level positions within the field. So it doesn't mean it applies to all of you. You might have a different skill set that would allow you to apply for a position that's more advanced or more career focused than an entry-level position. So again, it's not going to be a comprehensive list, but it is a place to start, especially for those students who might be interested or thinking about it. For the most part, we advise or tell students if you're considering it or you're thinking about looking at jobs, you should be looking about 1.5 years to a year before you're planning to graduate or would need to find that employment, because the hiring process in these fields tends to be pretty lengthy between backgrounds, testing, interviewing. It can often take a while. So usually if you're within, I would say, 6 to 8 months of graduation and you're looking for employment after you graduate, you want to get started on this process as soon as possible. If you're about 1 year away from graduation, that's probably a pretty good place to be to start looking. So if you're interested, it's very easy. Just throw your email in the sign up for the mailing list, and then that way once I've compiled everything, I just have to hit one button on the mailing list, and then everyone that signed up gets the email. And the same goes for any job posting. So if any employers or our community partners contact me to let me know, hey, let your students know we're hiring for this position, I can send that out immediately to everyone on the mailing list, so you can find out, hey, this is a current position that's hiring. If you're interested, I can get you that information as soon as possible. So if you have any questions, please send me an email. But I did want to let you know about one of the resources that's available on the website. So if you have any questions, like I said, send me an email. Hopefully some of you will find this interesting or helpful, and you'll get some use out of this option.